Okay, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, July the 12th. I'm up usually at dawn every morning, taking care of business. So, anyway, I'm actually taking this video so I have something to remember in the middle of winter when I'm depressed. Well, anyway, there's some geraniums going on. Here is some, this is all milkweed. Got milkweed here, milkweed here, milkweed here. This is my turtle pond for the small turtles. There's a young painted turtle coming up to get fed. They start to beg at a certain point, but there's several of them in here. Up in the corner, right up there, we got 5 baby eastern phoebes. There we got another turtle. Yeah, map turtles are kind of shy. And there's some tropical fish in here too. So there's my front doorstep. This is called devil's tongue. I've got quite a bit of that hanging around here. Let's see, there's a hummingbird feeder. There's more milkweed. There's the waterfall of my other pond here. I keep some goldfish in this one. Right there on the other side of those rocks, it's part of my box turtle enclosure. There's some more devil's tongue planted there. Isn't that pretty? Look at the moss roses. I never have to plant them. They come up every year all by themselves. They all come up by themselves. There's a martin house in the front yard with a bunch of martins. And they're starting to dive bomb me, which means they got young ones that are just about ready to go. Yeah, they come down and take a swipe at my head. Yeah, so here's one of my beehives. I got 2 hives. This is the first one. It's kind of quiet this morning. I don't like to stand right in the front. It's their entrance. There's some snapdragons. This here is part of my box turtle enclosure. All the box turtles live in here and underneath that tree. And there's a hole under the fence in the corner there. And I feed them on that side so the dogs don't get into their food. But here's some more devil's tongues. I gotta dig these bulbs up every year. They just look like a small soccer ball. More martins. There's a hawk. They go crazy every time this red-tailed hawk comes through. There he goes. It's a pain in my ass. Here's a nice stand of... These were supposed to be zinnias. And it turns out they aren't zinnias. It was a flower tape. You know, and I planted all these flowers for the bees. And as you can see, there are no bees on them. There's some baby breath, some calendula, some poppies. I don't know exactly what these things are. But there's a sunflower that just popped up in the middle of it. But got more martins here. There's 58 pairs of martins here. I haven't counted all the young yet. I usually wait until everybody's hatching out of the nest to make that official. Here's some eggplant. And yeah, those flowers look really nice. I'm really happy with them. Yeah, that was a flower tape. It was supposed to be zinnias. And they're not zinnias. Here's some green beans. I picked some green beans yesterday. A nice bucket of them. That's part of my garden here. There's my other beehive. These guys are a little more feisty than the ones in the front. Yeah. And this hive isn't growing as quickly as the other one is. So anyway, we have some red onions here. We have borage, dill, green peppers, Better Boy tomatoes, yellow and red peppers. We got some carrots, some beets. We have some collard greens, which have not been harvested at all. Japanese beetles, which we hate. There's some smooth leaf kale. There's some heritage varieties of tomatoes. They have better flavor, but the plants are not hardy. That's a plant called mullein. It's an herb. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I had no idea what it was until my neighbor told me. We have some chard, some dwarf kale. We have some cucumbers here, growing up the trellis. I like to train them to get on that thing. So we have that going on. Now it looks like we got some cucumbers too. Yeah, nice cucumber. I gotta harvest a few. Here's some yellow tomatoes. They grew out of control. This is what the hell are these called? Tomatillos. I didn't want to plant these stupid things. Look at them. It looks like a giant weed. There were 6 of them. I pulled out 3 because once I figured they were going to be 400 feet tall, what's the point? There's a flicker box. There were 5 baby flickers in there. They're gone. We have jalapenos and banana peppers. I think I'll eat that one. We have some zucchini I picked yesterday. There's some white kohlrabi, some purple. Purple didn't do too good. It doesn't handle water well. And these are some chili peppers. We got some pigeons there. This is my unmanaged compost pile. As you can see, I have got to get to it. I think that's going to be this weekend. My 3-stage compost bin, which looks like an overgrown mess. Over here, those are all zucchinis all the way down. And we have some more wildflowers and sunflowers planted here. I'm happy how that turned out too. Didn't expect it to look so well. All right. Let's go over the fence. I feel like a farmer every day. All kinds of chores before I go to work. There's a bunch of my pigeons. I gotta sell a bunch of them. I got too many of them. There's some more. These were holdbacks. Actually, I was experimenting with a new treatment for roundworms and lice with these guys. And it worked out pretty good. There's some more. Let's see. We did a thing on my chicken run. There's one of my Dominique chickens right there. I don't know what she's doing. This is Pinky, being all excited. These are my rescue chickens. Come on. Come on. Two of them are roosters, you can tell. I'm going to try to keep them. I'm going to talk to my two neighbors. Tell them if he gets out of hand, I won't, I'll get rid of them, but I really like them. Come on, guys. This one, she is a great little, she is so tame. I got to put them with the others. I just don't know when. But, yep. So, let's see, what do we got? We have yearling box turtles in here. Ooh, they grew quite nicely. I think there's 6 in there. They were much, much smaller when I put them in there. There's the house sparrow trap. What do we have here? 2-year-old box turtles are in here. Some are larger. Oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, 2 years old. We have some young adults in here. This is the aquatic turtles live in this section here. They're begging for food too. I had several different species in here. Probably have too many of them at this point. This is part of my filter system. This is part of my filter system. Three-stage filter system, actually, maybe 4-stage. The pre-filter's over there in the corner, right over there. Pumps the water up into this one. It's mechanical biofilter with the water hyacinth, mechanical bio, and it aerates it. European pond turtles in here. Reeves turtles in there. There's the male. Thinks I'm going to feed him. There's one of the females down there getting excited, thinking she's going to get fed. They all think they're going to get fed. Look at them all. Alright guys, I'll be here in a little while. Alright. This used to be my fire pit, which I'm kind of missing at this point. And there is some lavender, real lavender. Has a wonderful smell to it. So, yep, and then we have all the martins. At least all the ones in the backyard. It could have been a better year for them, but I'm not going to complain. There's my ever-present friend, Pinky. Right, Pink? She's a big girl. She's a good girl, too, aren't you? Oh, you're going to give me a kiss. Yeah. Pink's a good dog. I love Pink. Oh, and there's Tortilla. Tortilla gets to roam the yard all summer long. I start putting them out in March on nice days, take them in the evening. Yeah, there's Tortilla. Hey, old man. These two, this on the bottom of shell here. He likes to ram that into your leg when he's pissed off, and it does not feel good. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, these things, and they're fairly sharp too. He's a rescue. I got him from a friend of mine that had a pet shop, and he was in a rabbit cage, and all they ever fed him was cabbage. But he looks pretty good, considering. The funny thing about him, I've never seen him take a drink of water. I soak him once a week. I've never seen him drink water in the 2 or 3 years I've owned him. And all he eats is grass. He doesn't eat anything else. Then in the winter months, I take him in. I have a pen for him in the basement, and he gets a little bit of hay. I don't feed him as much in the winter. So he does all his growing in the summer months. As you can see on his face, he's got green stuff he's He's grazing this morning. And typically that's what he does. He gets up, warms himself up in the sun, and he grazes most of the day, just like that. Craps like a horse. Literally. Looks like horse turds. Huge too, just as big. Yeah, that's called a sulcata, African spurred tortoise. I don't know what I'm going to do with him when he gets 250 pounds. I hope he stays smaller. If he stayed that size, I'd be happy, but I doubt he will. I'll figure out what I'll have to do back then. So what else do we got? We got some Shirazi pigeons here. $250 a pair. Who would have guessed? Female sitting on 2 eggs. There's the old man. All right. And then we got chickens again. Hello, ladies. And then let's see.